Strap in. This will be a good one. 2-1 loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Here we go, here we go. The offense. Keep it up. 11 Thomas. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Get set.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow, escaping the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Puka Nacua, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Bengals at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Able to power through. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Able to push his way through. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Bengals 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This could be it. This could be it. This could be it. Here we go. Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Again, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11.
Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
At the 13-yard line.
11, MP, take.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
11, MP, take. 11, MP, take. 11, mighty. 11, mighty.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes your panic is...
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
A loss of 7 brings up third.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
11, Thomas.
Burrow will throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Kevin McPherson on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
All right, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
13.
Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And the Ravens first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Jackson now. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Ravens.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And the Ravens first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now Burrow on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but They were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
11 mighty.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They go play action with Burrow. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on first and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
34, Bengals 16.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on, boys. We got this. Yeah, let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Jackson's pass.
Puka Nacua. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
41, Bengals 16. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
This could be it. This could be it.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Burrow.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
On 1, ready?
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1, ready? Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Jackson to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Middle.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Gun. Dot. 11. Dot.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 12. 11, mighty.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Gotta go.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is. Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for. They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. And Burrow going to be hit and take him down. They got him. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Baltimore, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.